I really love that jam. Like,
I do too. It's so catchy, man. So catchy.
All right, welcome to another round of Fight Night. I am Josie, that is Stacks. I am joined by the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. William H.D. Morgan, if you will, baby.
Round one, fight.
Let's go and get to it.
We got a shit ton to talk about. I think for the first time in a very long time, the big three.
Pay-per-view palooza.
It's pay-per-view palooza this weekend.
It's what it
the
is,
big
baby.
three
It's what
all
it is.
have a pay-per-view this weekend. So Impact's got Under Siege Friday night. WWE has got Night of Champions. Roman officially hits 1,000 days Saturday night. And then AEW's got DON. The return of the Elite versus the BCC in Anarchy in the Arena. I gotta say, WWE's got the weakest pay-per-view this weekend.
I would tend to agree with you there, Josie.
I tend to agree with that.
Outside of the World Heavyweight Championship match that I really want to watch, everything else, I'll sleep through it. You know
But Josie, what else is new? I mean, we knew that. So
You're not wrong there. You're
Fair.
not wrong there.
Yeah.
They haven't had an impressive pay-per-view night since WrestleMania Night 1.
What about weekly programming? When's the last time they had impressive programming outside of the
Bloodline
story? Outside of the Bloodline story.
I saw some of the
WrestleMania or Raw 30.
I saw some of the clips to Raw. That thing was terrible.
Another snoozer. Another snoozer. I didn't even watch it. I knew it was going to be.
I thought you watched it.
I watched SmackDown. I did not watch Raw. I watched SmackDown.
I wouldn't have my worst enemy watch Raw.
No, I listened to a podcast on Raw, but that's about all I did. Yeah. I didn't even catch highlights because I'm like, there ain't no point. I already know what's gonna happen.
But LeBron James got plenty of time to go watch Raw now because his ass got bounced out the playoffs, so his ass can go watch plenty of time.
We had to bring that up. The Nuggets #1 fan over here. We had to bring that up. I'm gonna send you a jersey, Will. Send you a Jokic jersey. You know what I mean?
He over there with Pat Bev and Russell Westbrook right now. 1, 2, 3 Cancun, baby. That's what they're at right now.
Hey, man. Sometimes as we get older, retirement creeps up on us. And,
hell yeah, he ain't going nowhere.
He's not going anywhere.
All right.
Not at all. Anyway,
you might see him host a WWE event soon. You never know.
Could be.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I want to dive into Impact first, as it is on Friday. This card, I'm telling y'all, I've said it 1,000 times on this show, but I truly believe it. If Impact was on a better network, they would be fighting AEW for the #2 spot in US.
I agree. It's very under the radar these days.
But it's so good.
It's in parts.
Matches.
In parts,
almost every week, though, you got killer matches. Almost every week, you've got at least one really killer.
Absolutely.
Match.
Which we'll talk about that because that was one of my highlight matches of the week. But yes.
So for Under Siege, you've got the Design versus Sami Callihan and Rich Swann, and a partner yet to be named.
Yeah. I'm excited about that one. I'm liking me some Sami Callihan.
I love Sami Callihan.
Sami Callihan's my guy, man.
Sami Callihan for
Impact,
years.
Baby.
I would love Sami to go to AEW because I think he would kill it.
I think they would set him up so nicely. Yeah, I agree with you there, Josie. I think that'd be so much fun to watch.
The fucking Raw. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
I love it. Just gotta get past those yellow hoodies.
For this match, though, I think they bring in someone from OVE.
Ooh.
I originally thought that's who they were going to bring back altogether. Was OVE was going to reunite to take on the Design.
Interesting. I didn't even think of that one.
OVE. But I do think that it could be Chris God, I can't think of his first name. Jay Chris.
Jay Chris, right?
He was part of OVE. I think it could be him.
I like that.
Cool.
I like that. I don't know. I'm definitely excited for that match. I think that one will be a banger. Just where they're setting
I'm
it
not
up.
a fan of the design.
No, I'm not either. No, it's sleep time.
I don't
Yeah,
like Diener as the head of that group. I don't enjoy
No.
him
Not at
as
all.
the head of that group. He's
Not at all.
not. He's not Eric Young.
Real
He is
quick.
not Eric Young.
I don't mean to interrupt you guys, but I just want to say real quick he couldn't be with us tonight. Shout out to Kill.
Kill, baby.
Got stuck on the job, so shout out to Kill.
Had to pick this job over us. He picked
Yeah,
this
he
job.
did.
We're gonna miss you, bro.
Get your
We're gonna
money,
miss you.
young man. Get your
We're
money.
gonna miss you tonight, bro. You see you next week, though.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Sammy doesn't have a bad match. Sammy and Rich together are going to have a great match, and whoever they bring in is the third man. I expect this match to be a banger just because those three guys
I think it will be fun.
are going to kill it.
I do. I
your
do.
Next match is the Scramble #1 contender match for the Impact World Championship. #1 contender spot.
Yeah.
Well,
I think we saw that already, though, didn't we, Josie? I think
No.
we saw who it's going to come down to. Well, I mean, in last week's episode. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it's going to come down to Kazarian and
Shelly.
and Shelly. Yeah.
Honestly,
Yep.
if I have my pick of those two, it's Shelly.
Yeah, I agree.
I want Shelly. Shelly literally holds the moniker of the most decorated wrestler in Impact to never hold that title.
To never hold it.
And I realize Frankie hasn't held it either, but Frankie left.
Yeah, he did.
Alex has been there
Yes.
almost the whole entire time.
Yep.
And he is part of one of the greatest tag teams to ever come out of Impact in the Motor City Machine Guns.
Absolutely.
And I think it would be really interesting to skip ahead a little bit. You got Trey Miguel versus Chris Sabin. Would not be cool for Chris Sabin to be the first ever 9-time X Division championship?
Oh yeah,
champion.
we heard that, didn't we? We heard that, Josie.
While
9
Alex,
times.
he said it 9 times. I was in the kitchen. I was like, "Are you really going to say it 9 times?"
Yeah. I was gonna say, are we really doing this? I had to mute my TV for a second. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway.
But Chris beats Trey, and I'm not a big fan of this X Division run for Trey. I don't like heel Trey.
It's kind of lackluster. He doesn't really do it for me.
But
we could also say
Sabin,
that
think about this. Oh God, don't even get me started on the champion.
Don't get me started.
Think about
PCO.
this. Well, this is why I say this. Think about this. Alex Shelley wins this. Steve Blackland beats PCO. We all know that's going to happen. PCO.
Yeah, absolutely. I think PCO legitimately got hurt. I think he broke his back when he landed on the cardboard, Josie. We'll get to that later.
But then he beats Steve Macklin at the next pay-per-view.
That's a perfect segue.
PLE.
Didn't you say you didn't like Macklin?
I don't like Macklin.
He doesn't like Macklin, but PCO sure as shit doesn't need to go any further.
Neither. I find Steve Macklin very boring.
Yeah,
I find him very boring.
It's
and when you've gone from literally one of the greatest Impact World Champions in Josh Alexander to Steve Macklin.
This is true.
And in the ring too, Josie. Like nothing wows me.
Hey,
I'm not wowed.
Do we have an update on his condition, by the way?
As far as I know, he's still going to be out a while.
He's still out a while.
Back.
Yeah.
He made the title scene.
Important.
Interesting. Important and interesting.
Yeah, important and interesting. And this
it's really hard to not argue that he's not one of the greatest Impact World Champions of all time. And that's putting him next to guys like Bobby Roode, Bully Ray, Sting.
That's a hell of a list, man. That's a hell of a list.
AJ Styles.
You know you love Hardy. Willow.
I love me some Hardy, and I'm glad he held it, but he was nowhere near the greatest world champion.
He wasn't what he was. He
No.
was just funny. He was just funny.
Boy,
as-
I
speaking
would-
of them, we'll get to them
honestly-
later. They threw them a bone this weekend, didn't they?
he was just.
Honest-
He was just. I believe. He was funny with the Willow character, but
I
he's
think
kind of like a low budget. He was kind of like a low budget Bray Wyatt.
I think
That's
Willow
fair.
could have been better in a different company.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, I would like to see Jeff win a world championship now more than that Jeff. Druggy Jeff in that era, he wasn't a good wrestler. Am I wrong?
You ain't wrong, now.
Say
You ain't wrong,
say
though.
how
You
you feel there, Josie. Say it real.
And don't get me
Keep it
wrong,
real there, Josie.
Jeff
Keep it
Hardy.
real.
Don't get me wrong. Jeff Hardy is on my Mount Rushmore.
He should be.
He
is
should be.
on my
He
Mount
should be.
Rushmore. He is one of my
should be.
all-time favorites. Has been my entire life. But if you go back and look at the middle of his career when he was really in the shit, he
Yep.
wasn't that good.
Facts.
No. Yeah, no.
Facts.
And honestly, he kind of screwed himself because he probably would have been a main event player with multiple world champions in AEW had he not had the issues he had.
Hell, he might have been on drugs while he was doing the Willow skit.
Oh, and he definitely was on drugs in TNA. That's
Yeah.
I mean, you look at TNA's track record. Kurt Angle left WWE to supposedly go get help, and not 6 months later was signed with Impact.
And
And they
fast
literally
forward,
call
5 years down
they
the road.
literally called that run that he had it's like Xanax Mania or something like that. I've heard it called.
And then fast forward 5 years down the road, and he's wrestling in St. Joseph, Missouri,
Yep.
in a goddamn little
The bingo
Tin
hall
Jam.
and shit.
yeah
Remember the
bingo hall. I went and
hall?
watched that shit, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Oh my
He
god,
got-
he
Got them cheap
looked
down
so out of
store.
shape.
Got them cheap
He looked
down
so out of
store.
shape.
Got them cheap down store laid close to the ring mat ropes. Yeah, okay.
Who y'all talking about? Kurt?
Kurt, yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
yes.
Kurt, hey, yes. I follow a guy who does a show every year in Illinois, and he's had Kurt on there. But I mean, that's what old guys do. That's the thing about wrestling, Kill or Stacks. That's the thing about wrestling.
yeah,
Is it literally repeats? Like your journey will repeat itself if it's done right.
That's the Rock and
You
Roll Express.
start on the indies. You work your ass off to get off the indies. You sign with a WWE, an Impact, or an AEW. You get lucky. You have a 10, 15, 20-year career, multiple world championships, or whatever your path is.
yep.
If you have a good career, where are you going to end up? Back on the indies, hawking that career.
Well, not necessarily.
No, in
Name
every
me a
case,
guy in the last 10 years, Will,
Not
that hasn't
necessarily.
ended up back on the indies.
Not necessarily.
Name me a guy in the last 10 years.
Booker.
He does indie shows. He does,
But that's his
the ol-
promotion.
and that's the only but he still does conventions and all
I
the other things.
conventions, but I'm just saying.
But
But I'm
that's
just
still
saying,
in
but I'm
the
just saying
indie.
that, but I'm just saying that everybody's Rock and Roll expressing it because you see a Rock and Roll Express still doing that, Ricky Morton in particular. But you're still seeing those guys go back, and you're right about that. They go back. You start in the indies, hit the pros, and then
And
when
the
they
only
go back to
reason
the indies-
Booker's not doing
but
it
not
is because
everybody,
Booker had.
but not everybody's like
Booker's
that.
not a great example because Booker would be doing it if Booker didn't have his own promotion. He brings those guys in. Booker would be doing it. And okay, Booker's also not a good example because he's still heavily involved with WWE.
True.
I'm
True.
not talking those guys.
Yeah,
Rikishi,
yeah.
who's constantly doing indie bookings.
Yeah.
Kevin Nash is still doing indie bookings.
Oh,
Pac
yeah.
does indie bookings.
We know what that is.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm just saying that most of the time, if you had a good
that's
career
fair.
in
That's fair,
wrestling,
Joseph.
the chances are you're going to end up back now different. You're a legend. You're going to get booked for every show you want. It's a totally different process, but the chances are you're going to end up back on the indies hawking that career.
That's just disrespect.
Unless you get signed like Booker, who for some reason WWE loves him.
Oh my
Hey, don't
god.
be disrespecting Booker like that. Now, come on now.
Well,
You
it
know, I
depends
just-
on the role. It depends on the role.
I don't
Will.
care as long as they keep him off the mic. Will.
Keep him off
He
the
ain't the- he
goddamn
ain't the best-
microphone,
He ain't
Will.
the best,
Keep
he
him
ain't the
off
best
the mic.
announcer. He ain't the best announcer in the world. But come
He is
on.
dog shit.
Come on, the man's
Absolute dog
podcast.
shit,
The
that man.
man's running a pretty good podcast and running reality of wrestling. Come on
Exactly,
now.
but he's not. But
That's his
Will, my
lane.
thing is if you're
Don't
gonna
think
do
we were
something, do
disrespected.
them all great. He does
Yeah.
great with reality wrestling.
Absolutely,
He does great
yes.
with his podcast. He is a terrible announcer.
Hey,
Dog
everybody
shit.
ain't perfect. Hell, everybody ain't
And I'm not.
he's-
But Will, God damn it, Will.
But at the same time,
And I'm
WWE
not
should have some
blaming
standards
him.
too. It's
Yes,
not-
I
I'm
Yeah.
not blaming
Yeah,
him.
yeah,
But I'm
that's
just
fair.
saying there are better ways that WWE could be using him than having him on a commentating table. We've said
Absolutely.
it. He'd make a great manager for some
He
of these
would.
young black kids.
Young
He
kid,
would make
period.
an amazing manager for like a Carmelo Hayes.
Young kid,
Yeah,
period.
yeah, he would.
Well, I agree with you, but I think Booker would prefer to be in something like the Hurt Business.
Maybe.
I think Booker, if they came to him and said, "We want you to start a faction," I think Booker would probably pick more
It'd be
black
similar.
performers.
It'd be similar. I don't think it'd be the Hurt Business, but it'd be similar. Because you're not
I'm not saying
you're not
Will's
going
taking everything I say is
Literal.
like
No,
I'm just saying.
I'm not saying it
it'd be-
literal.
Yeah.
I'm
Right,
just
I'm
using
just
the
saying
Hurt
similar.
Business as
Yes.
an example.
Yeah, similar.
I just
Yeah.
think he would be more likely to build it around black talent that's not getting used.
There's plenty of that out there.
That's fair.
Plenty of that out there. Disrespectful as hell.
All right, we got on our tangent. So
Fuck that bitch.
yeah, I think out of that number one contenders match is going to come down to Kazarian and Shelley.
I
I
didn't know.
did too.
Kazarian just had his title shot.
You
Too.
did. Yeah.
I think Shelley makes the most sense. And I didn't get to finish my thought here because Will kept interrupting me. So think about this. Think about this. Shelley wins. Sabin wins. Shelley then goes on to beat Macklin at the next Premium Light event.
Then it's gonna be him and Kazarian.
No.
Facts.
What
You don't think
if
so?
what if Sabin pulls option C?
Oh hell.
And you
Ah,
get Shelley
hell.
versus Sabin for the Impact, and that in this time frame could be either Slammiversary or Bound for Glory.
It should be bound for glory. It should be
Bound
bound
for glory, probably, right?
Bound for Glory is not
Glory.
until October. You'd have to
Oh,
really
you
look
have
it
to
up.
wait.
Yeah.
You have to wait.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't wanna do
Slammiversary is in July.
This is July.
July.
To be fair,
July sounds
yeah.
good.
July
sounds
July
good.
makes more sense.
It does.
It makes more sense.
But that's my thought. Sabin beats Miguel here. Shelley wins this number one contender match, goes on to beat Macklin because nobody thinks Macklin's going to last. He's not a good champion. He's
Terrible. Not very good.
not. And even though
Get
that this
PCO
match,
off that goddamn programming. That old piece of shit. That old goddamn
I mean, you gotta remember,
fucking Ric Flair
PCO was
motherfucker.
ROH World Champion not 3 years ago. You got to
That's
remember
true.
that.
That's true. That's true.
Ah, yeah. Yeah. Fucking
But
lay on the ground.
also, I don't like that he's kind of went backwards in Impact. In ROH, they kind of got out of the like Frankenstein character. He was
Yeah, it's
talking-
stupid as
yeah.
fuck. Stupid as fuck.
He was talking.
Joseph.
He was more normal, and I don't like this character.
Yeah, when the sledgehammer hit the cement bricks on his back. Ah! What the hell am I watching? The hell am I watching?
So next match,
First
Almost
thought.
part two. Almost part two.
next match is the match I really think has the ability to steal this whole entire show. It is Kenny King versus your world champion speaking.
No what?
Nick,
Champion speaking.
Nick fucking Aldis.
All this.
Good and damn well, Nick Aldis gonna win that match. You know, good damn well, man, my boy gonna win.
Well, and that's the only thing that throws my whole booking just there into bullshit, because I do believe Nick Aldis is a world champion in Impact
Hell
in the
yeah.
next couple of months.
For the
Abs-
umpteenth time.
Absolutely.
For the
Well, and
umpteenth time.
supposedly he only signed a short-term deal. So they got to make it happen fast.
Yep.
Absolutely.
World champion Spike Gainer, 10 pounds of gold.
We
The
already
last
talked about
man.
this match.
The last man who gave NWA any credibility at all.
We already talked about this match, but Trey Miguel versus Chris Sabin. Honestly, I think Chris wins this.
Oh yeah, I think so.
It's another one of those records, like it will put him up the top of the X Division title
How long has
list.
Chris Sabin been in the game?
What the fuck happened to Speedball, man? What happened to
He's still-
Speedball? What are we doing? Get him in.
He was
get him in the mix.
originally,
Get him
I
in the
think
mix.
he's hurt. I think
Is
he's
he
hurt
really?
because he was originally in this number one contenders match.
Yeah, but I thought he just fought Moose not that long ago.
I think he's hurt.
Damn.
Well,
That's
Sabin been in the game. He's been in the game for a minute, hasn't
He's literally been with Impact since the very beginning.
Almost
He
the
was on their
beginning,
first.
yeah.
No,
That's
he was on
crazy.
their first
Their
televised
first show,
show.
right? Yeah.
He was on their first televised show. He is one of the only people that can say that he has been with Impact their entire tenure.
That's some loyalty for your ass right there. That's damn loyalty.
Absolutely. That should get you some money.
And that's why I think Sabin wins this match.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
Next is your World Tag Team Championship match, ABC, which is Austin Bay Club versus Subculture. I don't even know who Subculture is.
Who the hell
Yeah.
cares?
Yeah.
Huh?
That too. Yeah.
Who the hell
I'm
cares? I don't
with,
even know what
I'm,
Subculture is
I'm
either.
with
Who
Will on
cares?
that. Who the hell
It's
gives
like-
a shit?
Who the hell gives a
Yeah.
damn? It sounds like two retarded rock bands.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Will, and you can't really say because you don't watch Impact.
Not like that at all.
Ace and Bay are great.
They
They
are
are
good. They are
fucking
solid in the ring.
amazing.
I know. I just don't know who Subculture is.
I don't know
Yeah.
who they are.
Yeah,
I
well,
saw
I
their
don't know who they
picture,
are.
Mhm.
Yeah.
and they were said
Same.
in the show.
Same,
I still
Josie.
didn't recognize.
don't
Same,
know.
Josie.
I was like,
Same.
why are these guys getting a title shot?
Ace is solid though. Ace
No,
and
Ace
boys.
and Bay are great.
Ace and Bay are great. Yeah.
They really are
Yeah.
two really young, great talents.
Yeah.
I love how they represent the Bullet Club. I think, honestly, at some point, you're going to see Ace and Bay in AEW with Bullet Club Gold.
They need to doggone do another open door.
They do, man.
Well, Forbidden Door is this weekend, or is
Yeah,
in
okay.
July.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah,
that
they need to go in-
and that's a pay-per-view me and Josie need to split because I'm trying to
I
watch
want to see that. I want to see
I'm
that.
trying to watch that.
Particularly if they go with New Japan again or AEW, I want to see it.
Josie, go sell some blood and
Yeah, go cut some blood, man.
If Forbidden Door's not free, I'm probably buying it. So
That'd be worth it.
it would be.
I think
That's
Forbidden
that's
Door
the
is
one
going
pay-per-view
to
I'll
be
pay for.
their first
That'd be worth
PLE.
it, yeah.
I think it's going to be
Yeah.
their first PLE, but I could be
Yeah.
wrong.
Could we see Forbidden Door? And I'm just going to throw out a theory. Forbidden Door. Couldn't you see? And I'm just assuming it's Impact in AEW. Just assuming. I could be completely wrong on that. I don't know.
That wasn't the case last time, right? On the first one, Impact was not involved. right?
It's New Japan,
Correct.
just
That's what
like
I
this
thought.
next
New
one.
Japan,
Yeah.
New Japan, yeah,
But
for
correct
sure.
me if I'm wrong. If it does end up being AEW, could you see Jordan Grace and Jay going at it with Jordan Grace getting the win?
Oh my God,
Oh,
hell
yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
hell yes,
Could you
Yeah.
see
hell
that?
yes. Give me that match because that's the only way that I'll
No.
legitimately think she can drop the title. I mean,
No,
Valkyrie's
she
nice.
she's
Yeah,
losing it this
well-
weekend to Valkyrie.
Well,
She
we
is
know
losing
she's
it
gonna
to
lose because
Taya.
nobody gives a shit.
Well,
Because nobody gives a shit.
but I'm
She's
just
losing.
saying because a lot of people
Yeah.
don't know. Diehards like us know who Tara is, but a lot of
Yeah.
newbies might not know who Tara is. So,
Yep.
but Jordan Grace has been so white hot, you can't help but know who she is.
I don't know. I
So-
would say Taya is probably more well known because of her time in the E.
Yeah,
White
that's true.
hot in your bedroom there, Will?
Hell no,
Not anymore.
not anymore. I'd be scared as hell. How the hell you imagine you forget to take out the trash? Hell yeah, take out the
Honestly,
trash. Hell no.
guys, we got a lot to talk about. We got to
We
keep
do.
moving.
We do. We got
Got to
to
keep moving. Honestly, though, to get to Will's point, I see
That'd be
Taya
great.
winning this match.
That'd be
Just
great.
also,
Be fantastic.
Stacks, you don't watch Rampage. On Rampage this Saturday, they bumped her. They bumped her total 2 matches. She had 2 back-to-back matches, squash matches. So now she's 59-0.
Oh my God!
Sunday.
See, that's why nobody gives a shit.
I really do.
Yeah,
They have not done any back-to-back matches with Jade like this in her entire run.
Josie, what do you say she is at now? What's she at?
59-0. But she hit
They're
500.
Gonna get her to 60.
She hit 500 yesterday.
Yeah, she hit 500.
They don't care about the tone. I think Tony's looking at 59-1 is a good,
I'm thinking, do you think it's a chance she hits 60?
No.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I think 59-1 puts a good chip on Jade's shoulder to then go out and whoop ass for the next several months. Go 80-1, 90-1, 101.
She'll run the hell out that. She'll almost run the hell out that division. Almost.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I just, if it were someone else, if they didn't build it the way they were building it, I could see maybe Jade going over. But the fact that Taya is getting her rematch less than 3 weeks after her original match,
that's too soon.
They're already in a hurry.
They've already said that the Road to Valhalla will be available. She can use it this time. So no, I think, and we're going to talk about this because we're going to talk about Double or Nothing. But I do think Taya wins that match. All right, I want to finish this up.
Agree.
Knockouts championship match. First time I do not care about the Knockouts championship match in a while.
You know you care.
I just
Deanna,
I don't think Deanna's losing.
Well, that's fair. Yeah.
As of right now, as far as we know, Jordan hasn't re-signed. I think this is a great way to write her off television too. She can't compete for the title again while Deanna holds it. So I think this is a great way to write her off television for a while.
I think she's going to the E because it fits her perfect.
I don't disagree with him. I think for Jordan,
she needs, and they need her. They need her too. So they need her too. So hell yeah.
And that's the thing. She gets swallowed up in AEW's division right now. There's just too many big names.
Too many cooks in that kitchen.
I do want to see Jade versus Hayter. I do want to see Jade versus Britt Baker. There's so many matches I want to see her.
Well, and I think that's why she needs to drop the title because Hayter and Baker aren't going to be going for the TBS title.
For the TBS title, yep.
Right.
So I think she drops the title. Then we start seeing matches like, Baker versus Jade would be a fucking phenomenal match.
Yep.
That'd be good shit.
I think Peraza wins that match. Your next match is the pay-per-view debut of Trinity Fatu versus Giselle.
Hey,
I don't understand this
Janet
booking.
Jackson 2.0
I don't get it either.
over here this week, baby.
I don't get it either because it don't prove nothing for Trinity.
Not a thing. Giselle is barely she's
mid-card.
Well, she has been in the championship picture a lot lately. They've been putting her in
trying to build her up. They're just trying to build Trinity up. This is the
number one
point.
I agree with you,
starting point.
Stacks, but I don't feel Giselle is a good start.
I feel like
somewhere.
In my opinion,
there's better stars in AEW. I would have rather seen her fight Kylan King first match on the pay-per-view instead of it being on Impact.
But she did fight King in her debut match.
Yeah, she did.
King wasn't able to fight it, Josie. She gave her pink eye. She gave her pink eye last week, man.
We'll talk about that. But then I'd rather see her against King's stablemate. I can't think of her name right now.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But I just think
Taylor Wilde.
Taylor Wilde. Former Impact champion. I just think that it's kind of beneath Trinity to do
Agreed. I understand what you're saying, Stacks. I don't feel that this match gives Trinity any kind of move up. It's not building her up. Giselle is a nobody who isn't really that good in the ring.
Barely a mid-carder. Barely.
I feel like there are other people on the Impact roster who could have given her a better first pay-per-view match.
My thing is though, that match she had with King, her debut match with King, that could have been a rivalry. That's a big
Yeah,
Oh,
it
it
was
was a great
solid
match.
as fuck.
But
Yeah, it was.
That's the
a big
thing.
girl.
Kylie King
Yeah.
does not get the respect that that woman
No, she
deserves.
don't.
No,
She
did
was
not.
she was at both of the Thunder Rosa indie
Mhm.
shows I went to,
Mhm.
and she killed it. She killed it.
That's a big old girl too.
She fucking
Yeah.
tall. She
Yeah,
almost looks
she
me
is
in the
tall.
fucking eyeball.
Yeah, that's a big old girl, boy. Ooh, ooh. Man.
Yeah, no,
so
that,
yeah.
that was a solid.
But I just felt that
match,
debut match was so good that could have been the start of something.
Yeah,
better.
and I still think it might, because I think you are going to get Trinity versus Taylor Wilde.
Yeah, yeah.
But
though. Yep.
this is a squash match. Trinity
Yeah.
wins this. This is not even.
They're just trying to get her on pay-per-view. Let's be honest.
That's how they
And
do it.
and I feel like there are better options in that stacked knockouts division.
Yep,
than
that thing
Giselle
is
Shaw.
that. Boy. That thing
Fair
is
enough,
that.
Josie. Fair enough.
That thing is that.
So then your main event that has been overshadowed by like 3 different matches on this card at this point is Steve Macklin versus PCO.
Man,
And I just could care less about this match. I could not care any
that's gonna be
less.
Josie's piss break.
I mean, I won't watch
It's
it
gonna be my
because
let
it's.
the dog out break. Man.
Yup.
Maybe
Wait,
get it
is this a pay-per-view or is this a PLE? Is it gonna be on?
Yeah, it'll be on YouTube.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I
yeah.
may watch this Friday night. I may watch
Yeah.
it.
You may
I
do
definitely
it.
won't watch it Friday night, but I'll watch it at some point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my daughter goes to bed and then I'll probably watch it.
Oh, you
So,
got your daughter this weekend.
I've got her all week, bro. I got my
Oh,
first
cool,
week.
cool.
That's
Cool,
fantastic.
cool. That's
yeah,
awesome. That's
she did
awesome.
say she had her, but I didn't realize it was all
That's
week.
awesome.
That's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool stuff.
Awesome.
She graduates pre-K Thursday. Oh my fuck.
That's cute.
She,
yeah.
she come on a sports report and talk and trash the Celtics. It's a trash team.
So
It
Steve
is.
Macklin,
It sucks.
PCO, yeah. Macklin wins this. There's no doubt in my mind.
Yep.
And then to talk about what you were talking about, do you think PCO actually got hurt and may be replaced in this match?
That's why I'm wondering, because he was like, I know sometimes they can put in a work, but like literally, like after he fell, he was like, my back, and it didn't. I don't know. The whole thing just seemed real.
I
so I don't know.
I hated that whole
It's so stupid. Absolutely
backstage
stupid.
thing.
Absolutely
it.
stupid.
And like I said,
and
over
then that
and over
one
again,
chick that, and that, well, and we can come back to that, but that, and then that one chick that has the magic closet or whatever the fuck. That's weird as shit. I don't know what's.
oh well,
I don't know what's
okay.
going.
So
I don't know
you
what's
don't
going on there.
understand that,
Yeah,
Stacks, because you
Yeah.
haven't watched. That's
yeah,
you got to remember. Impact plays more on the campiness of wrestling than anybody else. They have had the other world, that dark world, for a long time. That was
yeah.
a thing when Abyss was wrestling.
Yep.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
they
Shout out to
like,
Abyss.
and the guy who came up, Will, what's his name? Red Jacket. Has the mustache. He's always recognized as one of the like dark guys. He's up there with like Paul Bearer. Shit, what's his name?
Can't remember his name.
Jimmy. Shit.
I
I can't remember his name.
I know who you're talking about. I can't
But
remember
yeah,
his name.
he's been in Impact for years and is always he was Abyss's at one point he was Abyss's manager. So he's kind of if you see him in Impact, you know they're doing some kind of like dark magic.
Dark thing.
Yeah. And honestly, it will probably play out good just because I love Rosemary. I love freaking honestly, I think Jess is going to end up going in and we're going to get the return of Havoc.
Oh,
I think Havoc's
Rosemary's
coming back.
awesome. Rosemary's
That's
awesome.
fair.
And Havoc, and shout out to Havoc. She's lost a little weight.
I have loved this new version
She's
of her.
lost- she's
I've
lost a little
loved
weight.
this
Mhm.
new
She's
babyface version of her.
Mhm.
But don't get me wrong. Havoc comes back in the women's division is fucked.
It's even more stacked, and it's even more stacked.
But anyway, back to your original question. Do you think he's hurt? Because I think he is.
I
PCO.
don't know. I was kind of wondering that when the thing happened. You never know with wrestlers. You just never know. Here's my thought. Say he's hurt. Who replaces?
Oh my God. Is it? Oh shit.
That's tough.
Well, yeah, because they just
My thought would be whoever wins number one contender takes that spot. Automatically gets a title
no
shot.
shit. Well, if that's the case, then we already know who it's gonna be. If
But
they
then
do
my
it that
worry
way.
about that is then that person may lose.
Okay. Damn. Are you booking Impact?
I could. I'm
I mean, you should.
telling you, me and Will could be
It's
some
your
of the best fucking bookers in the world. Me and
Sure.
Will.
Yeah.
It's your world champion speaking.
Oh, putting all this in it? That would be cool. He beats Kenny
That would
King
be
and then
cool.
they put all this in it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
don't get me wrong, that all this Kenny King match is going to be a fucking banger.
Oh, vets. It's going to be a really good match. It's going to be.
I
Really
love me some Kenny King.
Absolutely.
Man, okay, real quick. I was listening to Renee Paquette's podcast and he was on it this week. Did you know that dude was almost the fucking Bachelor? He was on The Bachelor and almost got called back to be the new Bachelor. He was also in Chippendales.
Was that the year Jesse Palmer got it?
I don't know.
I don't watch
I'm
that
just
shit.
kidding.
I don't know.
I don't
was
watch
kidding.
it either. I had an ex that watched it way back in the day, but
I watched
yeah,
The Bachelorette though.
He was on The Bachelorette
Mhm.
and then almost got picked for The Bachelor.
Mhm.
But
Interesting.
all right, so that is Under Siege.
Under Siege,
Honestly,
baby. Gonna be a
I've
good
never
one.
been under siege.
I do believe that pay-per-view has the ability to be a solid B.
Yeah.
If
you
that
can-
main event goes sideways, it's going to be a C.
Yeah,
If
no,
it's solid
that's
B.
the thing.
Yeah.
Like, there's two matches on that card that could throw it off, and that is
Actually, if PCO didn't wrestle, it wouldn't hurt my feelings. So
well, I think the two matches that could hurt that B are Steve Macklin and PCO,
yeah,
and then no offense
Yeah,
to
for
her,
sure.
but Trinity
because
and
that's an
Giselle.
automatic C- right there just for that.
And no offense to Trinity, but Trinity and Giselle Shaw just isn't. It doesn't. I don't care for that match.
Trinity's gonna carry it though. I have a feeling she's gonna carry it. Obviously,
Man, Trinity will probably call that match in the ring. I can see that. Oh, real quick. Boston gets a rare win against Miami. They're still
they're still alive.
That's
3-1.
right. There we go.
112 is 112 to 97 with 55 seconds left.
Hopefully, my boy Jason Tatum had a nice fourth quarter.
Let me see. Let me pull up box score at Josie real quick.
All right. So your next pay-per-view for the weekend is Night of Champions, taking place from Jeddah, Saudi Arabia.
Your tone of your voice just says it all. It's just
Josie happy about that thing, boy.
I just don't care for WWE right now. There's nothing.
No. There's two matches I care about on that card, man. That's the Seth Rollins and our boy AJ Styles, and then I want to see what happens with Roman Reigns and
but not because nothing to do with the titles or anything. You just want to see what's going to happen with their storyline. That's all that you care about.
Well,
you don't care about the match.
Well, that's not true. I also care. I care about who gets the World Heavyweight Championship.
No, I'm not talking about
Seth
that
Rollins.
match. I'm not talking about that match.
Gotcha.
I'm talking about the tag team match. You don't care
for sure.
about.
I don't care
we all
about.
know, as much as people want to think it, Roman Reigns and Solo are not winning that match. It's not happening.
Ain't winning it. Ain't gonna happen.
So,
That's too much.
Question for you. I know you guys haven't been watching, but is Solo gonna sabotage it?
Honestly, I think more Jay. I think Jay is going to sabotage it.
You've been trying to break the Usos up forever.
Not the Usos, just the bloodline.
I'm just saying the way
you.
Solo's been looking at him, and then the brothers come in. I'm just saying.
I mean, I could see it. I could totally see it. They get behind Solo, the three brothers.
Yeah,
I could see
ban
it.
up, ban up.
Josie says this is over.
All right. So,
I think
your
we talked about the
matches-
card, didn't we? I think it's time for done.
we got to discuss this card.
I'm just kidding.
So,
anyway,
as he said, what I think will probably be the main event, World Championship Tournament Finals, Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles. This match is going to be the match of the night. It's going to be a fucking banger.
It's going to be a banger, baby.
These two don't have bad matches. These two
AJ
especially
Styles said he was
have,
ready on SmackDown. I'm ready to roll.
These two especially don't have bad matches together.
Not at all.
I still think Rollins wins.
He does. Takes it to Monday night. You already know.
Takes it to Monday night.
You already know. But at the same time, all these titles are going on different shows now. So who fucking knows at this point, man?
Exactly.
We could have all 3 titles on fucking SmackDown. Ain't nobody gonna say anything
You really
different.
could. It's highly doubtful, but you really could.
Yeah, it won't happen. But
all right, tag team championship match: Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn versus Roman Reigns and Solo. We kind of already gave our predictions of this.
Absolutely.
Someone in the bloodline is costing Roman this match.
Absolutely, they are.
I agree.
Next is the most pointless match ever: Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar.
Who gives a fuck about this match?
You wouldn't believe the amount of TikToks I've seen in the last couple of days saying that WWE fucked up by not putting the title on Cody. That it would make everything make more sense. If Cody was the champion right now with the whole Lesnar thing, all of this would make more sense.
Yep. Preach, Josie. Yep. Not only that, do we still think he's trying to do the bit that his dad did? That you guys
I still think this is part time.
You still think is it?
American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. And Dusty, your fans welcome you back, man.
We don't have time to listen to that whole promo.
Yeah, we don't. But on some real shit, no one gives a fuck about this match.
Road called the letter Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, while I was down. Secondly, I want to thank Jim Crockett Promotions for waiting and taking the time, because I know how important it was. Starrcade 85, it is to the wrestling fans, it is to Jim Crockett Promotions. And Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, with that weight, got what I wanted. Ric Flair, the world's heavyweight champion. I don't have to say
the way that man speaks
about the way I feel about Ric Flair.
It's beautiful.
No respect, no honor. There is no honor among thieves in the first place. He put hard times on Dusty Rhodes.
All right, he said it.
That's all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to hear. That's all I wanted to hear. Hard times, baby. Hard times. That's what I'm talking about.
I love the way that man speaks. And I think part of it has to do, man, that Texas twang that man had. The Texas twang that man had. Just
sucker and succotash.
But I will say his son, Dustin, looks just fucking like
he
him.
Does, man.
I swear, as he gets older,
if
Dustin put on weight, he could be his daddy's twin.
For real,
He really could.
They are twinning.
I was watching his match the other day with Khan on was that on Dynamite or Rampage? I think it was on Rampage. Great match, but I was just the whole time I was like, man, he looks so much like his daddy.
He does.
But yeah, Cody Rhodes, Brock Lesnar. The next match is probably even more pointless than this match.
This whole card gonna be a piss break.
Gunther versus Mustafa Ali.
Come on, man.
Man, the way they did him Monday night, man. Are you fucking kidding me? They did Ali on Monday night, man. No one gives a flying fuck about this match after the way Brock Lesnar treated him like a redheaded stepchild on Monday night.
I just don't understand this booking. There's so many other
Ask Vince about it, he'll tell you.
A lot of these matches I don't understand.
Yep.
A lot of these Josie hit it. Josie, you hit it right. You hit the nail right on the head. I just don't understand this. None of these bookings. None of them
makes no sense.
Make no sense. I mean,
Seth versus AJ. Seth versus AJ is literally the only.
That's it, man. That's it. That's it. Period. In the story.
That's the only match you care about. Stuff like I don't care about Rhea versus Natty. We all know who's gonna win. I don't give a damn about Becky versus Trish, even though both of them fine as hell. I don't give a damn about that match.
Wolf.
The Raw Women's Championship match. Why is Rhea not even on this fucking card?
I don't understand that either. Like, what are we doing there? Like, she's the highlight of the women's division right now, and we don't have nothing.
That's gotta be something.
I thought she was fighting Natty.
It hasn't been put on this.
No.
I think Rhea doesn't want to go to Saudi. I think that's the problem.
She might not. She might not. But they are advertising on their website.
Well, in
I think
the
Rhea
card
needs
I am looking at right now, she is not on.
Yeah, they got SmackDown's Women's Champion Rhea Ripley versus Natalya.
Which, however, they need to put in some more matches because the whole point of Night of Champions is every title is supposed to be defended. And right now, you don't have the SmackDown title being defended. The U.S. title's not being defended.
You got like 6 matches so far.
It's a waste.
Supposedly, this is the whole card.
It's a waste, man.
Because you got Asuka versus Bianca again.
Yeah, and that was the next one we're going to talk about, which I think Belair wins this one again, which is bullshit because they're pushing her for a heel turn now.
Fucking stupid.
And that goes kind of what we were talking with Jade. I think Belair's run is stale.
Yeah,
but the thing with Belair, if you turn her heel, that does you no good because she's gotten all her momentum by her game from being a face, being a baby face.
Now what's she supposed to do?
It would make me so happy to see Asuka win this match. It would make me so happy.
She deserves it.
She deserves it, man. She deserves it.
She deserves it, man.
Not gonna happen.
Ain't gonna happen, but she deserves it.
And then the next match, Becky Lynch versus Trish. Something's gonna happen in this match, and it's
I
not
don't give
gonna
a flying fuck about this match.
Something's gonna happen because supposedly this is supposed to be the match for SummerSlam.
You might get Lita coming down doing something unexpected.
Something happens.
Why?
To keep this feud going. Something happens to keep this feud going.
Hey, but
congratulations
the only good thing about this match, it keeps the longer you keep Trish around, the better off that women's division is. Because that women's division is terrible. And you
Trish
need
isn't really adding to it though, because she's
but she's at least a base that people recognize and can get behind. Who money gonna get behind? Who? Bianca's getting stale. Asuka's been disrespected. Becky's just over the top. I'm the man. It's over the top, but I hadn't done nothing in what? When was the last time she was a champion? I'm just saying.
SummerSlam last year. You also got to remember she missed 6 months.
That's true. She was hurt. That's true.
Yeah,
that's
she was.
But you can't have any faith in Bayley. I'm just saying you need something there. And I think Trish is a good anchor because the rest of the women's division is terrible. And Charlotte ain't even around. So, you know.
And you also don't have the tag team titles being defended, which were vacated.
That's true. Vacated. Yeah, that's true.
Liv was not only the only person. Liv got hurt in that match, and then trying to protect Liv, Dakota Kai got hurt.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. That's crazy.
It's nuts.
All right. So the next pay-per-view Sunday.
Hey, there's our real pay-per-view. Hey,
taking place in Las Vegas.
Let's go.
The 5th annual Double or Nothing in the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas.
Absolutely.
This card is stacked.
Dude, this card, I'm fucking ready for this, Josie.
AEW does not put on a bad pay-per-view. It does not happen.
No, they don't.
Take an example, WWE. Every single title except the Trios title is being defended on this card.
Yep.
It's fucking stupid.
It's not difficult.
All right. So I don't even know how to start with this one. So I'm going to go. All right.
Well, we're already talking about Cargill versus Tara.
Well, we're going to run over it. But all right, the kickoff, you're going to have Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, Isaiah Cassidy versus Ethan Page and the Guns. If the Hardys win, Matt gets control of Page's contract. Hardys are winning
Merry
this.
Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Hardys are winning this
Thanks
to
for-
continue that story with Ethan.
Thanks for playing.
I mean, it won't be a bad match. All
No.
6 of these guys will be a great match. It'll be nice to see Matt and Jeff in the ring again.
Together.
It'll be a great match.
As long as Jeff comes out sober, we're doing all right now.
Exactly.
I don't know. Jeff has not only been sober, he's been talking a lot of like God and shit in his promos.
Oh, how long is that gonna last? Anyway,
Willow might come back.
Willow might.
I think the delete is coming soon.
That'd be awesome if it happened.
That'd be sick, though. That'd be sick. I'd
Matt
get behind
has
that.
been wanting to bring it back.
Next
He
week,
waited for a crowd, and then then his plan was to bring it back with Jeff and Brother Nero, and then Jeff left. I think now that Jeff's back again, I think
next week I'm coming out here. Delete.
I mean he still does it every time he enters.
He does.
Yeah, he does. Delete.
This will probably be the second match on this card, which will tell you how stacked this card is. But it's going to be a banger of a match. No, you know what? This could end the show because they like to do these last and say that the show is over, but we have this unsanctioned match.
Man, can we just go ahead and get to Cole and Jericho?
We're talking Chris Jericho versus
That
Adam
is
Cole
the match. That is
in
the
an
match.
unsanctioned match.
I fucking love it, man.
Adam Cole,
After Wednesday, I'm fucking pumped.
That
for this
match
fucker.
Wednesday.
I am fucking pumped, man.
That match Wednesday, that Falls Count Anywhere match with
It
him
was
and
sick as
Roddy
fuck,
was
man.
so good.
WWF vibes, dude.
WWF vibes all over it.
Oh,
And then Will,
oh,
to end
so
it,
great.
to end
So
it,
great.
if you go back and watch the whole match over, knowing how it ends, you can see Roddy's whole plan from the very beginning was to get Jericho out because
Outside.
the stipulation for the match last week, Will, was Adam Cole and the JS were banned from building. Just banned from the building.
Ooh.
So
Right.
they fought all over the arena. At one point, Jericho went into a soft serve stand.
Oh, it was great. Ice cream all over
And
his
then-
face. It was fantastic.
After that, they're fighting. Roddy walks outside. Jericho follows. And as they come around a corner, Cole is standing behind Jericho. And now it's all legal because they're outside.
Because
Yeah, outside.
Cole assists Roddy. Roddy wins. And then
it was amazing.
I know you don't want Rampage, but he tore up the restraining order on Rampage.
Damn.
And Adam Cole came in and whooped that ass.
I love it, man. I love it.
This is going to be a banger of match. Two guys, a goat and a future goat. Like everybody can talk about Cole being small. Fuck you. Cole is one of the best in this generation.
Absolutely. Just got to stay healthy, man.
This guy's to help.
Yeah.
Well,
just got to stay healthy.
From what I've heard of his injury, it wasn't that he wasn't healthy. It was that the injury was so bad they weren't sure if he was going to come back.
Correct.
Best ability is availability.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But hey,
So excited for that.
real quick, if you don't mind me stepping in for a second on this show, because I know AEW is your thing, but there's another match I want to talk about that's kind of got me interested. Ladder match for the TNT Championship. Wardlow versus Christian Cage.
I was going to get to it. I think this is going to be a great match for Wardlow. I think he wins it. It doesn't make sense to me to put the TNT title on Christian. It just doesn't.
Is he stale? Wardlow, is he stale right now, though?
No, he's only been the champion for a month.
I'm not.
He just got it back, didn't he?
I'm not loving Wardlow right now, guys. I may be the outlier here, but I'm not loving Wardlow right now.
I think you're an outlier. I think they're building him back, and I'm loving this stuff between him and Arn. I love it.
Didn't he just get the belt back recently?
Yeah,
though?
he just won it back from.
But still,
Powerhouse
he
Hobbs.
just he doesn't do it for me though. He doesn't do it for me though.
I think
it's
it's
just
just
me.
you.
That's fair. That's fair.
I think it's
That's
just
fair.
you.
That's fair. I'll be on that island, man.
I just don't think Christian needs the title.
No, no, he does not. I'm wondering if
And
something's gonna happen in this match.
honestly, I don't think this card is full. There's a couple of matches I think that are going to get added tomorrow.
I mean, right now you're only looking at what, 9?
You're looking at 9 right now. Yeah.
Yeah,
look at
you've
that.
got
Yeah.
Hardy,
got 9
Jericho.
right now.
You've got the Hardys. You've got Jericho and Cole. You've got the TNT Championship match. Then you've got Anarchy in the Arena, TBS Championship, and the AEW International Championship, which is a blackjack battle royale. So it's going to take some time.
Yeah, it's gonna take a minute. Yeah.
But I think you could still add one more match to this card, and out of what is possible out there, you could do an AEW World Champion Trios Championship match with the House of Black versus the Acclaimed and Billy Gunn. Great, not.
I'm good.
You could do something with Ricky Starks and Bullet Club Gold.
Dude, speaking of that, man, that was a banger of a fucking match, by the way. Fucking
good.
banger.
So good.
The Pebble was on one. Will, the Pebble was on one.
He was on when the Pebble was doing it. The Pebble was working.
I mean, Will, it was Ricky Starks and Switchblade Jay White.
Yeah,
Those
it was
two aren't going to have a bad match.
But
That's
the
gonna be a good
ending was
match.
terrible. The ending was ass.
I gotta go back
Why
and
you
watch that.
why you gotta end it like that?
That was to continue the feud.
I know,
Yeah,
That
but,
was to
not-
continue the feud.
but we
I
don't
gotta
need
go
a
back and
DQ.
watch
This
that.
ain't WWE, Josie. This
I
ain't
gotta
WWE.
I gotta go back and watch that.
It was. I
It was
am loving Switchblade and Rock Hard together. Those two are amazing promo artists together.
Yeah.
But
good
and then the
stuff.
other option would be Swerve Strickland versus Keith Lee. I think that gets added this week.
I mean,
Is that a beginning match? Is that like the?
I
one
think
of
that's
the
a
early
good. That's
matches?
a kickoff match.
This
That's
gotta
a
be a
kickoff.
kickoff
kickoff
match.
match. First
No,
match on
not
kickoff.
no. I don't think it's on the kickoff. I think it starts the pay-per-view.
It starts the show. Yeah.
Okay,
It starts the show.
Because they've been built. There's a lot of backstory to that. That's one of those
That's
they've
fair.
been building
That's
for
fair.
a very,
Yeah,
very
that's fair.
long time.
That's fair.
That's
Yeah,
fair. All right, then we can put the Jeff Hardy on the pre-show. Then we can put the Hardy Boys on the pre-show. I know they're not going to, but that's a disrespect I have right now.
We got
And
the,
there's a note saying here that keep an eye out for Hook to replace Cassidy after his brutal attack. After the
I wouldn't
brutal
doubt-
attack on
I
Brother's
wouldn't
Day.
doubt. I wouldn't doubt that. But we got the Blackpool Combat Club versus the Elite, bruh.
Will, why are you jumping ahead of me? God damn it!
Bruh.
Christ.
Cause I'm just loving this card.
Okay,
he loves
so,
the card.
yeah, you've got Anarchy in the Arena, Kenny Omega and the Bucks. The
Mhm.
Elite, the full
Mhm.
Elite is together again, baby.
They're
Anybody else get fucking chills? I got fucking chills. when that finally happened.
It was cool. The only thing I was thinking, Josie, when they came out was, I hope they beat the shit out of them so bad that those dudes can't cut a promo for at least like 4 weeks. For real.
Stacks
so
just
excited.
doesn't like the BCC.
I'm sort
Nah,
of kind of.
I hate
I'm
him.
sort of kind of.
I
I'm sort of kind of disappointed though, but I get it. But my boy ain't gonna be on here, but I get it. I get it.
Yeah,
Well,
this is
we
gonna be a great match. I think it'll be
It'll be a good
awesome.
one.
I
It
do
should be a
think the
good one.
BCC loses this match, and it's going to finally end this feud between these two groups. And
Yep.
then supposedly they're both going to separate shows. So
I forgot about the new show that's coming. I forgot about that.
we're going to talk about that
BCC's
here in
going
a
to
second.
separate shows.
No, BCC is going to one show, and the Elite's going to.
The league's going
Oh,
to that
fuck.
Yeah.
I was hoping
Yeah.
they were breaking up the BCC. God damn it.
Your next match is the AEW International Championship match. Orange Cassidy to defend his title in a blackjack battle royal.
Against 20 others.
I'm really excited for this match.
They put me in the match, damn it.
I'm
All right.
really excited for this
All
match
right.
for the point of he's now 21-0 with this title. And
Yeah.
you never see a champion put their title on the line in a match where the chances that he's going to lose it are astronomical.
Economical. He ain't even got to be involved to lose.
Doesn't
Correct.
even have to. And think of the story, Will. If he's the number one guy to start the match and runs through 20 other
Yeah.
people,
Yeah. That's would be amazing.
that's
know who
amazing.
It'd be
That's
fun.
another cap on this amazing run for Orange Cassidy.
I know who ain't gonna win this. Powerhouse Hobbs.
He's probably in it, but no.
He in it, but he ain't gonna win it.
Yeah.
He in it, but he ain't gonna win it.
So yeah, I do think Orange wins this match.
I do too.
Do we
I
see
think it's
Miro
gonna
in there?
be. I think Miro may be in it. Yeah,
Because it's 17 other dudes, so it's got to be some really used guys, I guess.
but I just don't think Orange loses this match.
No, I don't think so.
Been
He's
too good of
had
a
such a
champion.
great international championship
Yeah.
run.
He's been
had
fantastic.
such a run, and
He's
I think
fantastic. I
think to lose it after this match would make more sense.
Yeah.
I wonder who takes it though, because that's my thing.
Who takes it off of him? I don't
Yeah.
know.
That's a good
That's
question.
my thing.
I don't know.
Who takes it off?
That's a good question.
Because
Ospreay?
I mean,
Oh,
what?
thank Jesus. Oh, please, Lord, let it be. Let it be. Ospreay, baby. Bring him
I
on
mean,
my television
one of-
every day of the
Ospreay.
week.
I mean,
Every
one
day of
of
the fucking week.
I love
Oh, my
Ospreay.
God.
I
Oh,
love
my God,
Ospreay.
please.
I would love to see that.
Please.
I would love it. That's my boy. That's my
one
boy.
of his United Empire guys is fighting Orange tomorrow night before
Yep.
this. So
Yep.
That's that. Will Ospreay's my dude. That's my dude.
Will
He
you
did
take
come
the
out-
balls? I'll take the base. Anyway.
he did come out this week and say, as far as he knows, he has not been slated for All In. But so that's a rumor. Your next match, TBS Championship, Jade Cargill versus Taya Valkyrie. We've kind of already talked about this match. I think Taya wins it.
Okay.
If Jade
Cool.
wins this, the fix is in.
Dude,
If Jade wins it, I
wins,
just don't
fix is
see.
in.
If Jade wins it, I don't see what Tony Khan's direction is with this title anymore.
The fix is in. I'm telling you. She wins this. She's 60-0. The fix
I
is
don't-
in.
And this,
That's
but
what I'm saying. I think
Plus-
they're trying to get her to
plus you-
60. We
Plus
said
you
this
back
pre-show.
yourself into a corner because who hasn't she beaten already for this title?
and see,
Yep.
Stacks, this is the thing. Wrestling fans put too much on that record. They don't care about the
Yeah.
record. They care.
That's
the
fair.
company doesn't care about the record. They care about the days.
The days.
And she hit 500 days this week.
She hit 500, so that's all it wrote.
So that's all that matters. And
That's
I'm
fair.
really, if I'm Tony Khan, I'm thinking 59-1 sounds better than 60-1. It makes more sense in my head.
If she fixes it, if she wins this match, and I'm not trying to take away anything from
60's a
Jade,
round number, though.
and I'm not trying to take
This
anything
doesn't
away,
make any sense. And I
and
just
I'm
don't
not-
know.
and I'm not trying to take anything away from Jade.
Her
She's
run
a
really
tr-
hasn't made sense. Let's be
Uh,
honest.
I'm not trying to take anything away from Jade. She's a great athlete. She's beautiful as hell, but
I need to
she's
see more
talented.
because I feel like
This-
some have been some
this
smash
TBS,
matches. though.
this TBS title is beneath you. You need to be for the AEW Women's Championship. That's where
Yep.
your respect is going to come in. That's where
Yep.
everybody's going to be looking at you. And if you can do the same thing in that division that you did with the TBS title, you're going to be so respected and so over. It ain't even funny.
I think Jade loses this, and I think she loses it with a road to Valhalla. She has yet to go through that move where Taya has been through a Jaded.
Yeah.
Yep.
But if
So-
Jade wins, I'm telling y'all, the fix in.
I think
At
Taya
least-
wins this with the
At
road to
least for
Valhalla.
60. If she wins this match, the fix is in for her to at least get 60.
Well, she'll
Yeah.
get 60.
She'll
This
get
match, if
60.
she wins this
It'll
gives
be
her
60.
60.
And it is
It'll
60.
be
That's what I'm
60.
saying. If she wins this match, the fix is in. That's
Yep.
for sure.
But I just don't see if she wins it, then I don't see when she loses it.
Right.
Like, to
because
me-
she's beating it.
To
She's
me,
beating everybody.
right here and now makes
Yeah.
the most sense that I have seen in this 500-day run for her to lose it. This
Right,
match.
because Right. Because if she
Yeah.
wins it, she's beating everybody that she's pretty
Correct.
much faced.
The only option I could have seen was bringing in Mercedes Moné, who's now not an option.
Right. She's hurt.
Yep. That's
We'll
unfortunate.
talk about that here in a second.
Yep.
That's unfortunate.
Then Will already brought it up, but just to talk about it a little more. TNT Championship, Wardlow versus Christian Cage in a ladder match. I think this will be a badass match.
And
I think it comes down
We'll
to
see.
I think it's close.
We'll see.
I think it's really close. I don't think Wardlow will have a picnic. Cage is a veteran. So you
Well, and Luchasaurus is going to get involved.
I think
it's his
Luchasaurus.
match.
Does he turn? Is it
No.
turn time for old
No.
Luchasaurus?
No.
Not yet.
No.
Not
But-
yet, huh?
But it's a ladder
Okay.
match too. It's
Okay.
a ladder match too, so it should be entertaining.
I can
So,
see more stacks,
Yeah.
Wardlow wins, and then Cage puts Luchasaurus in for the next number one contender spot.
Right.
So he still has it. Yeah.
They haven't been together that long as heels. So I just
fair
because of
fair.
Christian's injury and Luchasaurus's legal troubles.
That's fair. That's a solid point.
Can I do the next one? Can I do the next one?
Yeah.
FTR, Dax and Cash versus Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal with Sanjay Dutt and Mr. Singh. And Mr. Singh.
And you
I think it'll be a good match.
didn't mention the special guest referee, Will.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I think it'll be a fun match.
It's going to be a fun match. This is one of those matches that it's not about the title, really. It's more about the story that's going on between these five men, and is Mark going to call it down the middle or not?
Yeah.
Honestly, as much as it would hurt me, I think Lethal and Jarrett might win this match.
Oh my God!
I think it's going to be on a Mark Briscoe screwed up somehow, but I think because you got to remember they've actually won the tag titles twice and had them pulled off for cheating. Yeah. So I could see third time the charm.
The fuck? How are we? This ain't school. This is freaking professional wrestling. How the hell you gonna take some damn titles off somebody for some supposed cheating?
The same way they do it in WWE.
That's some bullshit.
For some reason in that one match, a ref was watching the monitor and saw the cheating. The same way they've done it in WWE for years.
That's just as bad. That's just as bad as the Rocket losing it when the top rope broke. And doggone Hart Foundation got mad, bitched and complained, and they got the title stripped off. Done right back.
MJF shouldn't even have a title right now.
That's some bullshit, man.
AEW World's Women's Champion Jamie Hayter versus Toni Storm.
That's about to be a boss of a match right now.
It's going to be a badass match, and I got to say,
excited as fuck for that.
There's part of me that thinks that Toni could possibly win this match.
Dude, Toni Storm, her new attitude's coming in. It's amazing.
I think so. I think Toni's going to win.
Did you see that she helped her boyfriend win against Rozier this weekend?
I didn't see that.
She helped Juice Robinson win against Frank Rozier this weekend.
Oh man,
that's amazing.
But I like Toni Storm. Nothing against Hayter because I love Hayter. Don't get me wrong, but I got Toni Storm in this match.
What is it? The Outcast? Is that what it's called? With the girls,
her new group.
Oh my God! Oh holy fuck me!
Yeah, you got Paige still doing this.
Yeah. Well,
baby girl,
right back at you, baby girl, right back at you. Yeah. You can come lay down with me, but for real, right back at you though.
Hey, but I want to go back real quick to the FTR match. The thing that gets me is this: I don't want Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal to win because Dax and Cash they've put in work.
They put in work
since they've been back. But I'm gonna have to agree with you, Josie. I'm
not saying that FTR don't get the titles back off of Lethal and Jarrett quickly.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But just for the storyline and everything that's been going on, I can see
especially since after they got accidentally. Yeah.
So I could possibly see Lethal and Jarrett winning this match. It would piss me off. I would not be happy about it.
God damn. Get Jeff Jarrett off my TV.
All right. Well, and then if you watch Dynamite, you saw not only did you have Jeff Jarrett on your TV, his wife made her appearance.
Oh my God. It's so sick. I threw up in my mouth a little bit. I threw up in my mouth a little bit. I'm like, what the
look like, Josie? Did she still look the same?
No.
She looked plastic as fuck.
Yeah, she's had war work done since Impact.
A lot more work done. I don't even think she can move her face.
Damn.
No, for real.
Damn.
All right, and then the match that literally every wrestling fan is waiting for. The AEW World Championship match. Fatal 4-way. MJF versus Jungle Boy versus Darby Allin versus Sammy Guevara. And I got to say, this is interesting because it now looks like 3 of these 4 guys are now baby faces. Because
Darby
Sammy
Allin,
has
yeah,
been
no.
doing.
Yeah.
Sammy
Yeah.
put a very baby
Yeah.
face promo
Yeah.
this past week, and then came out and
Yeah.
helped Jungle Boy and Darby.
I'm telling y'all right now.
I'm not really liking that though. I mean, I get that they're trying.
I think
I don't
it's a
necessarily
play.
love
I think
that.
it's a swerve. I think it's.
I got an
Swerve?
upset. I got an upset. Upset
up?
special number 1.
What's up?
I got Darby Allin taking this.
Oh no, I disagree.
I got Darby Allin.
I
What's
disagree.
yours, Stacks?
Something about it that says Darby Allin to me.
Well, you know, I mean, let's be honest. Jungle Boy, they didn't do him any favors this week or last week. They didn't do him any favors with Roosh.
Yeah.
They didn't do him any favors.
Darby too. Darby had a pretty good match.
Darby had a hell of a match.
That was
I think it's
thing.
Guevara. I think it's Guevara.
That was I was thinking the same thing, Stacks, because he's not wrong, Will. Jungle Boy and Darby both had banger matches last week, like tough matches. Jungle Boy versus Roosh.
Yeah.
I can't remember who Darby fought, but it was another. Oh, it was Darby and
it was a
someone tagging.
Yeah, it was a tag team.
And I can't remember who they tagged against, but it was a good match. And then Sammy had a jobber that he beat in 2 minutes.
Yeah, it was a waste of time. It was a WWE type.
I just didn't understand why they booked those 2 guys in really tough, and then they booked Sammy in a jobber.
But Darby's my dark horse, kind of like I love Heath Slater back in the day because he wrestled from WWE 4A. Darby Allin, that's my dark horse right there.
Don't get me wrong, I love Darby.
Yeah,
I would be
love to
absolutely ecstatic if any of these guys won over MJF.
Oh, absolutely, 1,000%.
Any 3 of these guys could win.
Jungle
Jungle Boy
reason,
is not ready.
No,
Jungle Boy is not ready. So out of this, that leaves MJF retaining Darby or Sammy. I would, and Will. Again, if Darby happens, I would love it. I would be super happy.
I would love it, but
that
I
would
don't
be
know
my
if he's
choice.
ready either.
That would be my no. I think Darby is ready.
You think he's ready?
I think Darby is ready.
I think he's ready.
He's a 3-time TV. He's a 3-time TNT champion. He's been killing it, and even I know people who are not.
I don't
necessarily.
disagree. I'm just saying.
I know people who are not necessarily wrestling fans who know of Darby Allin.
And my thing is, and at the end of the day, I do want to see. I want to see my boy against Darby Allin. I do want to see that.
But Darby Allin, to me, is more of a dark horse. I agree with Stacks. I think if anybody's winning it over MJF, I think it's Sammy.
Yeah.
Sammy has been on a run this past year.
He has.
He's had some banger of a matches. He's actually been in the world title picture already.
That's
true.
Times.
That's true. He's the only one of these guys that has been.
But don't you think Darby would be a better story?
Yes.
I agree 100%.
Everything you're saying about Darby, I agree with, Will. I just
I'd love to see Darby.
As we've said with wrestling, you have to look at how the
Darby.
story is going.
That's fair.
And the way I see it, the story is either MJF retains somehow
or Sammy
wins.
Mm.
Because Sammy and MJF really had the biggest feud out of this entire build. Their friendship and then breakup and
fake friendship, all that.
You can market that a little bit more, but I still think Darby be a really good story.
And don't get me wrong, I want to see that title on Darby by the end of this year. I want it. It needs to happen.
Yeah.
Out of the 4 pillars, MJF already has it. There's 3 left. To me, it's Darby.
Does
Sammy,
this mean
Jungle
at some
Boy.
point, depending on how long his run is, does this mean we get Chris Jericho versus Sammy Guevara?
I think, I honestly think you'd get that right away. I think Jericho would come. The way you book this, Jericho comes to Sammy thinking Sammy's just going to lay down for him. And Sammy's like, no. It gives Sammy the finish to his babyface turn, gets him out of the JAS, and finally, for the first time in his AEW career, he is not affiliated with a group. He's just Sammy.
Right.
And I think that needs to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I think I honestly believe Chris is one of his first defenses.
It could help put him over a little bit more too.
I think so too. Beating Chris he needs a great singles match after this 4-way. He needs a badass singles match, and Chris would be that. All right, we've been here long. I knew this was going to take a while to get through all that, but I do real quick.
Not too bad though.
Any highlights, anything, any gripes that we haven't discussed from the past week in wrestling? I know, Stacks, you wanted to talk a little bit more about that Kyle and King Trinity match.
Oh yeah. I mean, first of all, I hope Kylan is doing okay. She probably had to get rushed to the hospital.
He worried about that pink guy getting that booty in the face.
I think I know the medical team had to put her in the ambulance and take her because boy, she got that ass to the face now.
He got that.
Rikishi couldn't even do justice on what happened to her face.
Damn.
So hope she's okay. But no, that was the banger of the match for me this past week on Impact. Trinity those two, like you said, Josie, earlier, that really could have been the pay-per-view match that everybody would want to see because they fucking killed it for as long as they went, 14, 15 minutes, whatever it was. Banger of a fucking match. So shout out to those girls.
I got a gripe. And my gripe is with Mercedes Moné, because she's proven not everything that would be said about her, but she's proven part of it. And I know injuries are part of the business. I know injuries are part of the sport. I get that. But you get over there and you have to put over someone else because you yet again get hurt.
Yeah, but it was a bad landing. Like they landed on her foot and broke her foot.
I know. Yeah. But at the end of the day, it sort of kind of proved not all the way, but it sort of kind of proved why they didn't want to give her that money.
I disagree with that because this was one of those things that it was a sheer.
I'm step back.
She was going over in this match.
Yeah,
it was said. Which, by the way, take nothing away from Willow fucking Nightingale.
Yeah. I love Willow.
That's a bad bitch.
I love Willow.
That's a bad bitch.
But my point is with Mercedes is the fact that, you got her in ring. I understand that. You got her doing the match. I understand that. But in order to overcome that stigma, because there's a lot of WWE fans that still have hate for her, you have to overcome and you have to do your best to stay
Which
healthy.
Is absolutely ridiculous too, by the way.
I would agree with that.
That have hate for her.
I would agree with that, Will, if it were something like a nagging back issue or a nagging knee. But there literally was a bad landing and she broke her foot. This was 120% out of her control. She had
Kofi Kingston type shit
control of what happened in this match. However, you're gonna have people like you who say, well, was WWE right? It will be how she comes back. How long does the recoup take? If she can make the therapy and everything fast, it shouldn't be that bad.
But if she's going to be out for an extended period or an extended time, that's my concern. Because, and I wish her well. I hope she gets well soon because she was doing her thing over there before she got hurt. But it's just the fact that these fans over there are going to hold her injury history against her. So I'm just saying,
which is sad because she's amazing.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad she signed that long-term deal before that injury happened, so she's protected money-wise.
Got money.
But like I say, you gotta say, and I realize it's something that happened in the ring, and I get that you can't always control that, but you gotta stay healthy. So I hope she comes back soon. Drives that championship back again because she was doing her thing before the injury. She was gonna go over in that match, like you said. So, man, shout out to Mercedes, man. But just come back soon, stay healthy, and do your thing because you got a lot of fans, you got a lot of naysayers out there that you need to prove wrong.
Yeah, I agree.
Fair points, Will.
Real quick, I do want to talk about that match real quick because. Give it up for Mercedes. She did finish the match.
Yep.
And she did put Willow over, and they called that in the ring. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I'm a big Willow Nightingale fan. I love that New Japan is running with it. They're not going to replace her. They're not going to put it on someone else. They're going to run with her as the first champion.
Yep.
Sometimes in wrestling, bad things happen. It
True.
is that type of sport, and you just have to go with the flow.
I
guarantee you there was no thought in Willow's mind that she was going to walk out of that match as the champion.
Oh yeah.
Oh, 1,000%.
I.e. Finn Balor, i.e. Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you got good points. I just want to. You got good points. She just needs to come back healthy, come back strong, and grab that IWGP Women's Championship back. They need to redo that belt. Now that I'm thinking about it, that ain't the prettiest belt in the world. It's aight.
Compared to some of the other belts they had, no.
Yeah.
All right. What else? I'm trying to think. What we need to talk about. We haven't talked about it at all. We talked about a lot before it happened last week. It was announced this past Wednesday. Collision, Saturdays, 8 Eastern, 7 Central.
The show that CM Punk makes.
Well, this is what I wanted to talk about. He was not mentioned by Warner Brothers, not in any of the publicity stuff, nothing. There's been a lot of rumors surrounding this of why. There's been saying that there was a fallout between AEW and Punk right before the announcement over Ace Steel.
Fuck that motherfucker.
Fuck, you know, if so mad he ain't no ice cream.
I fully believe that this is all work. I think this is all work because people are going to believe this about Punk. People are going to believe this shit about Punk because of everything that's happened with Punk in the past.
I agree with you.
So
I agree with you.
If I'm Tony Khan, and after what Punk was able to do without even on just a rumor, I'm not announcing him either right away.
No.
I'm announcing him the following week. I'm saying we're coming to Chicago. It's going to be called The Second Coming. And then I may not even announce it. May see if Punk can sell out another arena on a rumor.
That's
he
fair.
could. He could.
He will.
That's
Just because of all the interest in everything with Brawl Out and everything. If he puts it, they call it The Second Coming, they drop some kind of rumor or something, sold out. It will be sold out in a day. And it's not a 20,000 arena like the American Airlines Center was either.
Facts.
No, it's not. That's true.
Facts. He's still a jackass, but I get you.
He'll be there a couple months till he
He'll be
didn't
there
get
a
his face
couple
on a
months.
goddamn. He didn't get his face on a Coke on a plastic cup.
I think he finishes out his contract without issue, but then they won't re-sign him.
Yeah. I agree. We didn't say it. I brought it up Monday, and I'll bring it up here. Rest in peace, Billy Graham. Superstar Billy Graham died.
Absolutely.
I gotta give a little bit of. I gotta hit. Actually, take a hit at AEW for a second. They did not. They did not.
We did talk
do
about
that man justice.
To
announce that match during the Falls Count Anywhere match, when they were literally getting thrown into soft serve, was a little disrespectful. And they literally kind of did it as a throwaway. They like, oh, by the way, we just learned it's legendary wrestler superstar Billy Graham has passed away.
Yeah, they did.
I think you hold that until after the match. You come
moment
and you
of
get
silence.
Camera in.
Moment
Well,
of
and I
silence.
think they'll probably do in memory of
This
tomorrow
week.
night.
Yeah.
Can I play this? Can I play this?
It's so disrespectful for you to say something like that.
They should have waited. I agree.
Yeah,
they should have waited.
You should have done it after the match. You put the cameras on the announcers and you just say, hey, we just heard news that, and you may already have heard this, superstar Billy Graham has passed away. We'd like to send our respects to his family. Because the man is a legend in this business. And to do it during that match was just a little disrespectful.
Yep, like you said, just right when Jericho was getting the ice cream on his face.
Yeah.
Yep.
And don't get me wrong, I was pissed because I could have been at that fucking show. It was literally 30 minutes.
Oh
for
my
me.
God, dude, you should. Oh, that sucks.
If I
man.
had
You
a
should've
car and money for a ticket, I would have been there.
went. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, because that was a nice little. It was small and intimate.
Moody Center
Yeah.
is only been open for a
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, absolutely, and they got some banger. Yeah, just the way the crowd and the noise is.
I had a
especially
bunch of
during
friends that went.
basketball
Who said it
games,
was
it's
awesome.
amazing. Oh, I can't even imagine.
But well, last thing I want to talk about is the fact that we haven't gotten an announcement on any AEW TV deal,
God,
which is frustrating as fuck because Max launched today, right, Will?
Yeah, launched today.
today. Yep.
And so why AEW? Come on.
What are we doing in my pockets, man? What are we doing in my pockets?
Well, and Stacks, you weren't here, but we mentioned this last week. With what the economy is doing and how expensive everything is and everything, and if you just signed a $1.2 billion deal for your fans, put these pay-per-views in a place that's cheaper.
Yep. Facts. And it's like you said pre-show, Josie, they'd make more money.
You'd see more money in live events. You'd see more
would.
merch dollars.
Yep.
You'd see a lot of other things that would calculate more than $200 a person a year.
Yep. Absolutely.
I agree.
Now, the
It's
one thing
sad.
I don't like about this is it's probably going to do away with their movie theater experience going to watch it. And I do enjoy that. But
Well, I don't have access.
I
to
might
that,
still
but
do
I
that for
feel those.
$25. I might still do
But I
that.
feel for those. I feel for those that have that access
But
because
Yeah.
that is cool.
other than that, like WWE is hot garbage right now.
Fuck
Like,
the WWE
it's
and
just-
fuck
it's
CM Punk. That's how. I
Heart
feel.
garbage. AEW is literally where it's at. And Impact is a close second only because they don't have better. But they need to be careful because I think New Japan is coming.
We think so. Here we go.
They're
I agree with
strong.
that. I agree with that.
Their US show, New Japan Strong, that they started during the pandemic, is starting to really get traction. It's really starting to get traction.
Absolutely. They're always
So-
advertising on Impact, like
Well, that's actually for actual
But-
New Japan.
for actual New Japan
You can only find New Japan Strong on New Japan's app.
on New Japan
Raw.
app. Got it. Got it.
But I am excited for the real quick. I did want to discuss this real quick. Brand split in AEW. So I've heard multiple rumors. I've heard everything from they're going to be a very soft brand split. It won't be anything like publicized. It'll just say, okay, these guys are going to be seen more on this show. These guys are going to see more on this show. I've also heard there's going to be a hard brand split to the point where the only people you see moving are title holders. And then to add to that, I was telling Stacks this pre-show, AEW submitted for a copyright this week, Will, for the, what was it? What did I say? Trade.
Trade
it's-
carousel.
No, it's what they do in
No?
college. What do they call it in college? Trade portal.
Transfer portal.
Transfer. So they just
But it's trade portal.
it's actually they copyrighted transfer portal. So
Good luck to them for that, though.
That's not NCAA doesn't have that copyrighted. That's just what they call it.
Interesting.
Right,
Well,
it's not something that's copyrighted. It's not. It never has
No.
been.
It doesn't need to be. It's not. It's not anything
Yeah.
name based.
And it's
But
not
yeah.
anything that's really making. It's not anything that's really making money.
Yeah. So, but now if AEW copyrights it, and NCAA wouldn't have to change anything. It's not officially named
yeah,
that.
it's not officially. Yeah. They just
It's just what it's called.
they gotta have something to call it. Yeah.
But the fact that they have put in a copyright for transfer portal makes me think maybe they're looking at a hard brand split, which would be interesting.
They're gonna do it just to troll the WWE and be like, "Here, watch. This is how you do this shit."
Well, and with their bloated roster, it would make sense. It would make a lot of sense.
Yes.
It would. They got way too much talent for.
Now, as we said last week, Will, do not give me a second world champion.
Oh, for sure.
No.
Yeah, let's not be doing that bullshit.
AEW's not ready for that. Have a world champion that moves
Absolutely,
shows.
Facts, 100%.
And then take either your TNT or your international and make that the title for the other show.
Like for the other show. Yeah, for the other show. Like the USA and Intercontinental title.
Exactly.
Makes sense.
And they'll do it right, too, because, they're not going to change the belt colors either and then, put them on the opposite shows they're supposed to be on. Fucking idiots.
I still think here's a thought for Night of Champions. I think they're gonna debut brand new belts for every champion.
What?
I do, because like you said, the women's title, like you said, the women's titles don't make sense anymore. Those need to be fixed.
Yeah, they do.
Roman's title doesn't make sense anymore. It needs to be fixed. So you could, and we've said this for weeks, 1,000 days, they give Roman a new title.
WWE's got the money. So they
Universal title, gone.
Yeah, and then you make an undisputed title.
With that one. Yeah, I agree with that one, but I don't know about every single title.
Well, and then the only reason I say the two women's titles, because they need to be switched, and Triple H has went on record saying he doesn't like the new titles. So I could see him giving new titles.
They don't even need 2 titles in the goddamn women's division. They ain't got no women.
They're not going to do away with that. They're not.
Well, I know that, but goddamn. Oof.
But, all right. Anything else?
Nope. I ain't got nothing else.
Nope. Not at all.
Well, guys, thank y'all for joining us for another episode of Fight Night. Enjoy all the wrestling this weekend, because there is a shit ton of it.
Round 1, fight.
Yeah, there is a shit ton of wrestling this weekend.
Anybody getting Fight Forever?
Oh, that's the last thing. We finally have a motherfucking date, Will.
Oh, I'm so excited.
You were asking me about that game last week, Will. We have a date. We have a date. June 29th.
I saw it. Yeah, I posted it in the thing.
July 2nd for those that order on Amazon.
Yeah.
Fucking Amazon.
Kill has to wait 4 more days.
Yeah. God damn.
So, Will, are you getting it the day it comes out?
I'm getting it the day it's come out.
Hell yeah.
Ask them, Will.
And it's going to be one of the few games that's still going to be available for PS4, because I'm hearing that Sony's about to end support for that thing.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
God damn.
That sucks. I have a PS4. Fuck you.
Yeah. Just so I can go pay $1,000 for a PS5 that I can't afford.
Not gonna happen. I'll be buying a Switch before I buy a PS5.
It's fair.
But yeah, I'm glad Fight for Fallen finally has a date. Like this needed to happen. But I will say, Stacks, we said this last week. This game can have absolutely no issues. It cannot 100%. Have any bugs.
Have zero for as long as we've waited for that son of a bitch. No, you cannot. You can have zero bugs, zero complications.
Yeah. You can't have any issues with it because it will be a huge fucking problem.
Fucked. Yep, dumpster fire is what it'll become.
Yeah, it will be in the GameStop $5 bin by the end of the year.
Hell yeah,
1,000%.
Hell yeah.
1,000%.
You might get it for you might be like a gift. You might have to spend maybe $10 because I've seen trailers. The trailer looks good, so
it does look good.
If it's not buggy, it will be a great game.
It'll be fine. And career mode better be fucking dope. I want to play some career mode.
And I probably won't be able to get it until Christmas for like $25-$30.
It's gonna be in the $10. It's gonna be in the $10 bin by the end of the year.
I don't think so. If it's a good game and doesn't have any bugs. If it has bugs, I would say yes. If it doesn't, I don't think so.
Fucking THQ, I'm excited, man. It brings me back to my old my younger years.
The fact
baby.
that they're using THQ,
it's amazing.
Yep.
It's such
you're gonna play as Jade when you first get it.
If I get it, I want it, but I don't know when that's gonna happen.
What? Who you gonna play as, Pebble? You gonna play as the Pebble?
Oh
No.
yeah, I'll play Ricky Starks.
I'm telling you. Well, and I don't think he's on it. I don't remember. They don't
Not
even have
everybody.
half the roster.
Yeah, it's not everybody on there.
It's
But
not
you
even
might,
half
but you
the
might,
roster.
but you might get him as DLC, or you might
Yeah.
be the creator.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's fair.
You might get him DLC.
Because the thing is with all the guys, like you're not gonna have Juice or
Yeah.
Switchblade, and I'd love to play
They
a
better have
Switchblade.
updated rosters though. They better though. Are you kidding me? That better have updated rosters for
It
as long as
doesn't.
we waited.
It doesn't. They've
For
already
sure,
said.
God damn it. Son of a bitch.
Even when it was coming out in October, they said it wasn't going to have
I
a full
thought they
roster.
said that the devs were working on it and they were trying, or that their team was working on it. They were trying to update it a little bit. Son
It'll
of a
probably,
bitch.
it'll probably have your main champions on
Let's
there.
get a
your
fucking
mainstays,
Punk on there,
that'd be
boy. You
about it.
have Switchblade. Go fuck yourself. Well, fucking Punk little.
And all Punk will do is
Bitch
the
ass.
minute you turn on the game, you go see Punk ass complaining about I ain't got no ice cream bars. I ain't got no ice cream bars.
Fuck you both.
The
Y'all are
minute-
such
the minute
Punk
you turn on
haters.
the game, the minute you turn on the game, you gonna be bullshit about some ice cream bars.
The video game's gonna fucking bug. He's gonna go to the back and fucking punch Kenny
Just like
Omega.
just like the WWE game. The minute you turn that, just like you turn on the WWE games, the minute you turn that bitch on, Ahmed Johnson get hurt. The minute you turn that motherfucker on, Ahmed Johnson hurt.
Real quick.
Uh,
Real quick. Did y'all
What's
see whoever made this South Park style brawl out clip? Did y'all see this? I think
No.
you posted it in our
Yeah.
chat stack.
I did. I sent it to you. It was amazing. We should play it if Will hasn't seen it.
Give
No,
me a-
I'll go back. I'll go back in the chat and look at it.
I was gonna
Oh,
say
okay.
you'd have to give me
Okay.
a couple of minutes to
Yeah.
download it. And
Oh,
everything.
okay. My bad. I
Yeah.
didn't know if you had it.
I'll
I
go
didn't
back
know
and
if you
check.
had it on there.
I'll go back.
Yeah,
in the chat
it's
and look at it.
amazing.
But
It's
yeah,
amazing.
it's brawl out, and it's all done in South Park characters. Even Kenny
Yeah.
is a Canadian
Yeah,
with the
it's
cutoff
amazing.
head.
Damn.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Damn.
But all right, guys.
Yeah.
well, that's gonna do it
All
for us
right.
tonight. We will see y'all next week to recap all of these pay-per-views.
Round one. Fight.
And hopefully be celebrating a new AEW World Champion. Even though I am wearing my "I'm better than you and you know it" shirt tonight.
Absolutely. I don't. Damn! Look at you. Look at you.
All right,
It
guys.
is-
We
It is the pay-per-view palooza, baby. Enjoy.
Jesus Christ.
Well, that's the wrong song.
We'll see y'all next week.
Peace. Fuck you, Amazon.